Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and today I'm bringing Lunch Break Live to you, a time when we celebrate easy crafting.
Hello everyone and welcome.
Sorry, gotta mute that. Some easy crafting, some quick layouts, not a lot of fancy elements or anything, but wonderfully cute cards just the same, and I hope that they are something that you can create at home or craft along. I know I didn't give you any measurements or anything in advance, but if you have any craft supplies handy, you can grab some and maybe craft along, or you can certainly watch the replay and try this later. I'm hoping that it inspires you to craft something, whether it's what I'm doing or something completely different. It doesn't really matter. It's entirely up to you. It's all about crafting and fun. And you are again my guinea pigs as I try to.
And you are again my guinea pigs as I try. And you are again my guinea pigs as I try. And you are again my guinea pigs.
There. I've so much trouble with with technology all the time. Hi, Donna. I'm glad you could drop by. Just suggesting that you guys are my guinea pigs. I have my phone propped up a little bit differently today. So a little bit of a pointing up towards my empty ceiling, but some of my good news, bad news. My hubby's going to start finishing my walls. That's his next project. That's the good news. The bad news is that I have to empty out this craft space before he can get started. So, oh my, lots of work ahead. Anyway, I wasn't shaking because this is propped up, but anyway, now it might be just a little bit tricky for me to get it flipped around. But let's give that a go and we can get to some crafting. Hopefully this is flipping. No, didn't quite. Oh, I have it on the. What on earth is it showing? Okay. Flip. Okay, that looks right. Okay. Why does it change to upright? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this next time. Or maybe I'm just not being patient enough. Oh, okay. No. There. I think it's got to go this time. There. Practice makes perfect. I thought I had it in practice, but now it's upside down. No, come on. Flip. I wasn't quite patient enough for it to flip. Come on. You can do it, baby. There we go. Oh gosh, what is wrong with technology today? Some days it just really doesn't like me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to hold this here for a moment and hopefully it will flip to be right side up. Why is it upside down? If I turn my phone around, it's going to rearrange things. I just know it. That will be... Now it's backwards. Yes, it's backwards. Well, at least it would be the right way up. The top would be the top. Okay. I think today we have to work backwards because I don't know what I have done with my phone. Maybe I won't do it that way next time. It's way off kilter too. Let's just see. Hopefully someone's still there. Let's see if we can get this right way up now. No, we're upside down. Let me see. I'll turn it this way. Oh, Donna, you're still here. Good. I'm glad. Okay. So I am right side up. And if I turn it down, it should be correct. Shouldn't it? Doesn't that make sense? Why is it upside down? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. It doesn't usually do this. I have no idea. So, flipping it around one more time. We're going to work backwards. There it goes. Okay. I'll put it in here. See if I can get a workspace into the camera area. I don't know what we're looking at. Okay, I just have to really shift to the side now because it's backwards to how it usually is. Okay, we can do this. I'm just moving my desk. And it is all backwards, but I think it will work, other than the sentiments will be the wrong way around. Let's rearrange a couple things. Okay, so I think we're ready to start some crafting. Gosh, this is absolutely crazy today. Maybe I'm going to blame the wind. I don't know whether it's really windy where you are or not, but it is, in fact, very windy here today. So, okay, and now, why can I not see the comments? Okay, moving on. So here is the card that I wanted to share with you today. This thing looks a little bit frozen. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. Hopefully my there. Oh, it's jumping. It's not actually transitioning in smoothly, which is different. But anyway, and my camera's all so. Anyway, I am showing off a little bit of a sneak peek here. This designer series paper is from the Heart and Home designer series package, and that is one that is available or will be available in the new January to June mini catalog that will start on January the 4th. So that is exciting, but I wanted to share that with you today. And as you can see, it is just an easy layout. It is just 3 rectangles of designer series paper on this card. You can do it slightly differently, and I do have a little different version in another card that I will show you. But the designer series paper on this card, I've cut each of them the same size. They are 1.5 by 2 1/4, and then I've layered them onto Misty Moonlight cardstock that is 1 3/4 by 2 1/2, and that's all there is to it. This sentiment, the thank you, is from the Beauty of Friendship stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. The thank you right there, and I am just taking advantage of some of these things that I'm doing live while I share ideas with you, but also preparing my thank you cards for some of my customers and getting those things ready. So that's the sentiment that I have used. And these are the 2020 to 2022 in color square gems, and they are in the annual catalog as well. So that is the card. So let's go ahead and we will make one. I'm just going to set that to the side. So for this one, I am going to be using Early Espresso ink, and I have another piece of the designer series paper that I'll be using. I have a thick basic white card base, and this is just a standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And so I'm just going to fold that in half and grab my bone folder and give that a nice crease along there, and that is ready. I have some Early Espresso cardstock for my frames, And this time I am using a different piece of the Designer Series paper, and it is the one with the bumblebees on. So it's a lot of cinnamon cider, and it's got some bumblebees and some flowers. This paper, the backs of it are all different wood grains. So this one with the Misty Moonlight pattern, the back was like a wood plank kind of, or a sheet of wood, the wood grain. This one, the back is like planks. So it's a little bit different, but it's also a wood grain. So the front of the paper is patterns and colors and things, and the back is all basic gray and white wood grains, different wood textures. So it's really quite interesting. Okay, so I am just going to flip these over and get some adhesive on them so we can get them stuck down to our cardstock. Almost thought I was doing it on the wrong side there, but I do have one that I want the wood grain to show, don't I? Okay, and then we will just layer these onto here. So for a lot of this, it won't matter that we're backwards. I apologize. The sentiment is going to show up backwards because it's one of those days. So anyway, at least it's mild out. It's kind of crazy mild out. It's supposed to go up to 15 degrees where I am today, which if you still work in Fahrenheit, I believe is about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's kind of crazy for this time of year. The normal, I heard, for this time of year in this area is -1. So it's kind of all wrong, but it is what it is. I like that there's no snow on the ground, but I don't like that they can't get any snow on the hills. It's not even cold enough for Blue Mountain to make snow, so they have had to close for a few days. They're hoping to open again on Sunday, I believe. But as a result, I have no work right now. So this one, you can arrange these however you like. There is no right or wrong, but I'm thinking perhaps this time I will do it with an orientation to this side. So I like to just lay them out on my card to kind of get an idea where they are, and then I can decide where I want my sentiment. So I think I'm going to put it right down in the same area as I did for the first card. So let's ink that up, and I'm just going to put that right down about there. I like to stamp my sentiment first. I am stamping right on my card base, and just in case I really mess up, I can I can figure out plan B, which is usually to cut out a piece of cardstock of some description and put it over top of the sentiment and redo it. Now, of course, when you cover it up, no one knows. If you are doing it on a layer, you can just flip your paper over, but it's a little different when you're working on your card base. So I like to do it before I get everything glued down, just in case I want to, you know, I could even rearrange things and do it this way or something. So, and try again with my sentiment up top. But that one's okay. It is slightly crooked, but welcome to handmade cards. It's my story. I'm sticking with it. So I'm going to put adhesive on the back of 2 of these, and I'm going to leave the third one because I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. So I'm in here, and I think I'm going to put this right, I don't know, no right or wrong, but we'll put it right about there. I haven't given it a really big squeeze or squish down yet, so I could still rearrange it if I felt that I had it really messed up. And then this one I am going to put some dimensionals on, and we will pop it up. I'm hoping, So I should just double check that I'm in my, oh yes, it's backwards. It's like, it's on the opposite side that I would expect it to be. This sheet of dimensionals is pulling off an extra layer on the back. I'm not sure why. It's not the end of the world. You just have to peel things off twice to get them to actually be sticky. Not a big problem. So, get these off of here. Okay. And then we'll just put this down, and I'm going to try and get the edge roughly the same as what I have on the other side. Again, you don't have to do it that way. It's just what it chose to do. This one is crooked. Rather crooked. And you know me, it will drive me crazy. So I've kind of taped down a bunch of things, which could present a little bit of a problem. But now that I'm standing over this, I can see that this one is crooked. The disadvantage of working from an angle. Things look straight from my vantage point when I'm sitting and have this out front under the camera. But anyway, I'm just going to take this off of here and fix it. Hopefully I can get it all off, and perhaps I can keep that one. I think I have it loose. If I can get this out, I can just shift it a little bit. If I have my card base straight, it would help. There. Now this one should just move slightly, but okay. It's much closer, and I can live with that. Okay, we'll bring in some gems. I've got the same 2020 to 2022 in color square gems. And let's see, there is Cinnamon Cider and Bumblebee on here. I think I'm going to use the Bumblebee ones. And I think we will use 3 again. When there's different sizes of gems in a package, I like to use 1 of the large ones and then 2 of the small ones, just as sort of side accents. Just kind of how I do it. They look a little bit far apart. Maybe we'll bring that in just a little bit. There we go. And there's our card. Right? So these 2 cards are very similar. Little different orientation on the blocks that I made, but very similar other than that. The other sample that I made also uses a 3rd piece of the Designer Series paper from the Heart and Home pack. Well, thanks, Donna. I'm glad you like them. Quick and easy. Shows off some of the Designer Series paper, so that's kind of fun. Here's a 3rd one that I made, and this one I did in a landscape orientation. So shows you how you can do the, you can use this layout and it can work however you want it. So I have used 2 pieces of the Designer Series paper again, but then rather than flipping to the back wood grain on this one, I decided to use a piece of basic white cardstock, and I stamped an image. So that is our next sneak peek. This is the Blessings of Home stamp set, which will be coming out in the January to June mini catalog. And I have used this image, and I've just stamped, because this image is much larger than this paper, I just kind of stamped on my paper, and I got what I got, and I liked the way it looked. I was thinking I might have to flip it over if I needed to try a second time, but not so. So you can certainly put an image on your paper. You could put a sentiment on here if you wanted, and then you could skip the sentiment on the rest of your card. Endless options. You could put the whole thing onto more layers if you wanted to step it up a little bit more. I have kept these quite simple, just a little bit of designer series paper, in this case a little bit of stamping, and then a sentiment and some embellishments. So these are the pastel pearls that I've put on there, and I thought they coordinated really nicely with the Fresh Freesia cardstock in the paper and in my frames. So there are your cards for today. 3 cards, little different layouts, few different ideas, quick and easy, and hopefully something that you will try next time you're crafting. Do I dare try and put this back up so I can say goodbye? Okay, I'm going to dare. Wish me luck. We'll see what we get here. Jiggling you, hopefully not making you bring someone on camera. Yes, I would like to bring me on camera. Okay, so I'm going to set this back here again and see. Okay, I think I'm right side up from what I can see on my screen, and I think I'm back. I don't know why it was backwards. Sorry about that, but anyway, that's lunch break for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me again next Thursday. Oh, I love the hearts and the thumbs up. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.